Oh, the 6 dance triumph. It's Charlie Davenport.
Coming off the corner, it's going to be Ben Crouch taking home the win here at Chicagoland. Lucas Holmes is going to take the win here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
PJ Williams will finally win in the Power Truck Series. Will he though? No, he won't. Kuklon will win.
We are the NIRA.
Howdy and welcome to race number 6 on the year for the 3M Pro Series here at Indianapolis for the Kodak 100. I'm Travis Crampton, your commentator today, and we are going to do 20 laps here in Indianapolis. The Brickyard should be entertaining as last race we were at Watkins Glen, and Riley Spurley was able to pick up the victory, but not before Rusty Grant, the points leader, gets a top 5 finish and ultimately extends his points lead. And now the points are not even really much, pretty close. It's, I think, the only top 3 or 4 have a shot at the championship with just 3 races left, including this one here today. But Indianapolis should be a great race. Of course, this track being, I think, 2 miles long. I'm not sure. I don't know my statistics. But this track plays a huge role drafting. You got to make sure you're behind someone. You got to draft. You can't go 3 wide. You got to make sure you keep your nose clean. Of course, trouble spots are going to be turn 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. The turns are pretty treacherous, especially if you're going 3 wide. So hopefully we will do not see the big one here today. But in testing that happened, and well, I'm just going to hope that doesn't happen in this race because I think a bunch of cars got taken out in practice. So, with that being said, let's head on track side for the command to start the engines for the Kodak 100.
Drivers, start your engines!
Fired up, get ready.
The command has been given, and hopefully all the drivers will roll off. It looks like everyone will. Top 10 is going to be Noah Clifton, Tyler Fink, Zachary DeLello, Larry Hagan, Kyle Hunter, and Mike Fink Jr., the Daytona 500 winner. Zach Winkle and Joshua Hyatt, or no, that's Henry Williams, my bad, I do apologize. Al Agassi and Christian Russell rounds out the top 10 dominant cars of the season. I mean, there hasn't really been any dominant cars, but there has been a few like dominant manufacturers. Of course, Ford with winning Watkins Glen. But I think the most dominant manufacturer this season has been either Chevy or Dodge. Sure, Dodge is leading the points lead, but I think they've only had 1 win this season. Chevy has had the rest of the wins, besides a few Ford wins. But, you know, Indianapolis is a different track. There's 4 corners, but you have those little short chutes in between each corners, which make things very interesting. Heading out of turn number 3. These drivers getting ready to do 20 laps here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard, as it's nicknamed. Who is going to come away with the victory here today? Pace car going to take that hard left turn. Well, not really a hard left turn, but a slow left turn onto pit lane. No Clifton and Tyler Fink going to lead us to the green flag for the Kodak 100. And we are green here at Indianapolis. And oh, Mike Fink just goes kaboom. He will went up the gear, and oh, gotta make sure these guys don't arc a brake. That is tough break. Finished last at Watkins Glen and is gonna finish last today. First lap going to be led by Noah Clifton, Zachary DeLello right behind him in a fellow Dodge, but not part of the same team for Bill Davis Racing, only a one-car operation with that number 22. 43 goes to the inside of Noah Clifton, Zachary DeLello side by side for the lead. Now, of course, with the draft, that's going to allow these guys, Kyle Hunter, Zach Winkle, and others to catch up, because these guys, of course, going side by side will hurt their speed, especially in the corners. Here comes Kyle Hunter in the number 21. Diving into the inside of Noah Clifton will take that second spot. Now with Mike Fink Jr. blowing up, that has left a big gap in between the packs. Of course, this pack looks like trying to get single file to catch back up, but that's definitely going to hurt their progress of getting to the front. Now, because now we have two packs. This first pack definitely split up as we got, I guess you could call two-car tandems. You got the 43 and 21, the 22, the 12, the 20 and the 1, and then just 30 trying to keep up with these guys. Here comes the two Dodges of Noah Clifton and Zach Winkle. Kyle Hunter thought about it, took a peek to the inside of the 43 of Zachary DeLello, and was unable to get that done. Noah Clifton now looking to the inside of Kyle Hunter. Ooh, that was close. Zach Winkle almost just pile drove the 21 of Kyle Hunter into the outside wall. Of course, things like that, 3 wide, and misjudging it. That was almost one of those misjudged moments of how his breaking point, I guess you could say, but definitely almost an accident right there. Here comes Noah Clifton, thought about to the inside once again. Battle for third, Tyler Fink, maybe to the inside of, contact. What a save from Kyle Hunter in the number 21. These guys getting aggressive real early, and we're only on lap 4. Sure, this is a somewhat of a quick race, only 20 laps here in Indianapolis, but already seeing some antsiness from these drivers. Zach Winkle to the inside of Larry Hagan. Following him is number 10 of Joshua Hyatt. I believe that's Joshua Hyatt at least. Yes, that was correct. Keegan Thompson, the 24, Al Agassi in the 30, and Dylan Cunningham in the 17. Haven't seen much of him this season. Meanwhile, we have a battle for the race lead. Noah Clifton to the inside of the 43 of Zachary DeLello, and he will just take that race lead, diving it deep into turn 4. And now with that lead he has, the 43 is going to have a nice draft on him coming down the front straightaway. Can't do anything with it though. Probably we'll see him catch up on that back straightaway from the draft. Gonna check on that second pack, being led by Stephen Colon. These guys trying to get single file and catch up to the main pack, but it's just so difficult, especially when this pack's also going single file. Mike Fink Jr., I believe, is out of the race. Yeah, he is. From that weird explosion on the front stretch, he didn't get to the start-finish line, and it went kaboom. So possibly a gearbox failure or maybe just an internal motor issue for that 38 Ford. Zachary DeLello to the race lead, getting past Noah Clifton in turn 1. Joshua Hyatt, maybe, no, thought about going to the inside of Zach Winkle, but just tucks in behind him. Down the front straightaway. 3-car breakaway. And then it's the 12, the 10, and the 20. Well, as I say that, the 10 goes to the inside of the 12 of Zach Winkle. Joshua Hyatt going to the inside. Winkle tries to fight up on that outside. Maybe. Looks like he's going to get a good run off of 2. Usually don't see that too much. Winkle's going to fall back. Might lose another spot to Tyler Fink in the number 20. Meanwhile, up front, Noah Clifton looking to the inside of the 43 of Zachary DeLello. Little back and forth battle for the race lead. The 43 and the 22 exchanging the lead every few laps or so. Joshua Hyatt just now starting to pull away from this pack. Of course, this pack looking like it's maybe catching up as last week's winner, Riley Spurley, has lost the draft, so something has happened to that 88 car. Not a good day for Robert Yates, that is for sure. Of course, one of his cars blowing up is, an issue for someone. Oh, we've had a crash of some sorts in turn 1. Eli Bright, slow in that number 8. That's a tough break for him. He was last time by in the 13th position. So, very unfortunate for Eli Bright. And with Eli Bright having issues, it makes you wonder if the one of Larry Hagan, of course being another DEI car, if he's going to be worried about whatever the same issue that happened to that number 8, as Kyle Hunter now going to follow Noah Clifton on through, and Zach Cardello might lose 2 spots. And he will, and might lose actually 3, because here comes the 10 of Joshua Hyatt to the inside, but doesn't have anyone helping him, so he might have to just tuck in behind the number 43. And does. Larry Hagan, Dylan Cunningham having a battle back there for that 9th spot. Noah Clifton goes a little bit wide. That might allow Kyle Hunter to go to the inside. Got a nice run off the exit there. Here comes Kyle Hunter to the inside. And now, when you're stuck on the top side, you just fall back. This is basically a freight train that's about to go by Noah Clifton. He might get a break here, though, if Tyler Fink. Looks like Hyatt is going to get clear, and Fink's going to let Clifton back in. Or will he? Because here comes Tyler Fink, maybe taking a peek to the inside. Yes, he does. To the inside goes Tyler Fink. Also, Zachary DeLello going to the inside of the number 21. Oh, contact. He turns. Kyle Hunter for the lead. Oh, boy. Make sure these guys don't arc a break here. Got to be careful. Oh, my G Lord. Caution will be out. Leading the race back is going to be the number 10 of Joshua Hyatt. Man, tough break for Kyle Hunter. Zachary DeLello just getting a bit over aggressive and hitting the quarter panel of the 20 of Kyle Hunter, and that just pretty much sums up Kyle Hunter's season. Just, he cannot catch a break. I think he's last in points by like 300 points. Which is tough break for Kyle Hunter. Just can't get anything done for that number 21 team. And it looks like the 19 of Bradley Ream, something has happened to him. Maybe that's what that turn 2 smoke, I should say. The skid marks and smoke in turn 2. Maybe something happened to the 19 of Bradley Ream, so we'll also take a look at that. And we're going to take a quick break to see what brought out the caution and also what happened to the 19 car in the replay. What happened here, this is what happened to the 19 car. 88 of Riley Spurley dives it in, gets in the corner panel of the 19 of Bradley Ream. A round Ream goes into the outside wall. Of course, they were fighting for last place, so there was no oncoming cars, so that's why the caution did not come out. A bit of a controversial move from the NIRA officials, not throwing the caution out there, but nevertheless, the caution did come out later for the incident we're about to see. Zachary DeLillo sends it in the corner. See him wash up the hill here. Gets into the corner panel, kind of like the same thing with Bradley Ream, the Bradley Ream incident. Slides up the hill, gets into the outside wall. Pretty much just a picture-esque crash. It's just the same thing between the 19 and the 21, just on different sides of the tracks. One was in turn 2, one was in turn 4, and this one is also for the lead. And with the oncoming cars, NI officials had to throw the yellow, as this was really close. Trey Wright and Mark Davidson going around the outside, but everyone gets by it pretty nicely, and no one else gets involved in the accident. We are back here at Indianapolis Expressway. Top 3 stayed out under that caution. Everyone else went to pit road for a fuel only. It'll be interesting to see what these guys. The only car out of the race is the number 38 of Mike Fink Jr. with a camshaft issue, so that's what happened to him on that restart. Now we're going to bunch everyone back up to see how this race is going to end. There's going to be no packs. It's going to be all racing from here on out. We'll see if the 15, the 9, and the 31 can make it on fuel. Of course, they were the only 3 that stayed out. We're back green. Brad Stover leading the way. Shane Russell in the 9. In second, Justin Lightning in third. Joshua Hyatt and Noah Clifton round out the top 5. Of course, if a caution happens, it'll most likely end the race as we're on lap 16 of 20. We'll see if these 3 cars can make it to the end, or will they have to go to pit road. You gotta be sure you don't make a mistake here. Shane Russell leads that lap. Almost 3 wide heading into turn 1. These guys got to be very careful. Justin Lightning and Brad Stover now starting to fall back. Shane Russell, though, still one of the cars that has yet to pit, still out front, so he might be in the prime position if he can save enough fuel. That is the big concern right now for the 3 cars that stayed out. Can they save enough fuel, or did they save enough fuel under that caution? Oh, looks like Shane Russell is pitting. Same with the 31. The 15 looks like he's going to stay out. Oh, never mind. Thought he was going to stay out, but thought better of it. These 3 are going to go to pit road. Did not save enough fuel, unfortunately. And that held up some of these guys. So, once again, we have not really a pack, just a 3-car breakaway, and then another 2-car breakaway, and then the rest of the field, the angry field, behind them. Joshua Hyatt leading the way. Got a good run off of 2, though, because Noah Clifton trying to get shoved by Tyler Fink. Noah Clifton got a good run through that corner. Turn 3. Maybe can get a good run through turn 4 as Tyler Fink can make it. He was one he pitted and he can't make it. Neither did T. Keegan. Oh boy. Some of these guys that pitted, I guess, didn't take enough fuel on the splash and go, and a bit of a mistake from the pit crews. Eli Bright's back on the racetrack, but he is fighting, or he's not really for position in these guys. He's just here to, I guess, still race. In case something happens, he can maybe pick up a few more positions. Question is, though, can these three stay out front with just a few laps to go? Of course, we see some of these guys pitting. Didn't take enough fuel, I guess, so bit of mistake. Oh, Noah Clifton can't make it. Neither can Stephen Cologne. Oh, boy. This is very interesting. These guys, they pitted. I swear to God, they pitted. It's just, their pit crews were derping, I guess, but, oh, boy, I was close. Lap car almost turned the 29 of Arden Little. Joshua Hyatt leading on the white flag. Can he make it on fuel? Gets to turn 3 fine. Goes to turn 4 fine off of turn 4. He looks like he's going to be okay as long as he's running out of fuel on this way to the line. And he doesn't. Joshua Hyatt is going to win the Kodak 100 here at Indianapolis. Great job from Joshua Hyatt. See some of these guys pitting. Definitely a weird ending to a race, that is for sure. But Joshua Hyatt going to take home the victory as these guys come off a pit road and finish their race. This is one of the weirdest finishes to a race I think I've ever seen in the NIRA, let alone the 3M Pro Series. Some of these guys just finishing their race. But Joshua Hyatt in the number 10, taking home the victory for MBT Motorsports in number 10, Valvoline Chevrolet. As people still finish here, the top 10 after a really weird ending to a race. Joshua Hyatt, Jacob Thibodeau, Arden Little, Henry Williams, Angelin Gray, Rusty Grant, Cody Smart, Christian Russell, Madison Tall, and Al Lagacy, the top 10. Top 20, Zach Winkle, Lucas Holmes, Zachary DeLello, Kyle Hunter, Noah Clifton, Shane Russell, Justin Lightning, Keegan Thompson, Tyler Fink, and Brad Stover. And then here is the rest of the field from 28th down to 32nd. Mike Fink Jr. only one out of this race. Eli Bright 3 laps down. Bradley 1 lap down. All I can really say to this race was okay. Wow. This started off crazy. The 38 blown up on the not even the first, on the first lap, on the start of the race. Not even to the finish line yet. And then these guys getting really aggressive on lap 2, 3, and lap 4. 2 exact same crashes. One not bringing out the caution, and then the other one did bring out a caution. And then the weird pit strategy, man. That was wild. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. The Kodak 100 here in Indianapolis. Be sure to be on the lookout for more 3M Pro Series race. I'm going to try to get these last 3 races, including this one, up before the end of December. So it's going to be a rapid fire succession of these races. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.